Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Vanderbilt's offense will get first crack at it today. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the position switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Commodores send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. So Alabama's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line, because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Runs for the tackle. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And how about that on 3rd down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
And he's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they starved, going into this matchup that they had to stop. 3rd down, money down. You figured they might probably get him the football. They do, and they get the first down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to pound it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first game.
And he will score! Touchdown, Bama! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The give is to Williams. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
He's got it again. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Blasted as he lets it go.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Now, if you can't score a point...
And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown time!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. Makes the catch at the 35. Makes a move. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They'll start this drive at their own 48. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. Right on the money. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hold, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go?
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. The give to the back. Fighting off the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Commodores come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Commodores decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. The Crimson Tide been deep in their own end trying to find a little breathing room. They'll give it to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it can be a long game.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Runs through a tackle. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Great place to start for this offense. Sends it back in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the ground with the back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. They try to pop a run on the draw. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone... They got it! It's blocked! He's got the ball. That one's live.
And how about the speed by that defender coming off the edge to block that field goal? Wow.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Snagged out of the air. Midfield, he's got room. Gives him the big stiff arm. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Throws to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Thorne. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese,
there he goes! And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
On the play. First down for the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Rourke. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the first. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Kick is in the air. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Thorne. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Thorne. Push down for the tackle. 1 snap coming before they head to the locker room. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Bama! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this 1st half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Commodores will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. He's past the 30. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. So they picked up that last 1st down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Breaks into the open. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. They'll give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Red pass is complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. Unloads it left. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Back to the ground game on the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll run it again. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Commodores with the 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
And the Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give is to Williams. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Turning it on. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in 3rd and long, and you know it's passing situations, man, KD bar the door, let's rush the passer, bring everybody. You know what's coming, get after the QB, and you cause the fumble. Great 3rd down execution by this defense.
The give to the back. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Henry. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Spits it out to the back. Pulls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Thorne. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the run. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the 4th quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown tie. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. Turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He looks it in and makes the fair catch. Have it at the 32. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Got a man. It's Rourke. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hard running there. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a 1st down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Line gets set, 1st down. Rides the back on the option, the give.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
There's a hit. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Bunch formation for these receivers. Here they're trying to get to the edge. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. As they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down. He gets down. So close to cashing it in for this offense.
Let's go.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games. Forget the heartbreakers. Oh, this play could decide it. Just